From the stay-at-home mom looking to generate some extra income, to the innovative retailer with access to a unique set of products, the opportunities are plentiful. However, to be successful in our business, we should consider following some of the established steps to setting up a business. Even if we are operating a business part-time and from home, we need to treat this business as a business, not a hobby. Building an internet business requires planning because we cannot expect to be profitable without knowing how this business will make money. Our business plan should consider all the elements involved, from the first contact with a potential customer to the moment we bring cash in the door. So we need to develop a written business plan. A business plan is a written document that maps out our business's future. Each business plan is as unique as the business itself, and no business plan will fit every business. It conveys our business goals, the strategies we'll use to meet them, potential problems that may confront our business and ways to solve them, a marketing plan, and finally, the amount of capital required to finance the venture and keep it going to the break-even point. Books and software programs will guide us through not only creating a business plan, but also marketing plans, sales plans, and financial projections. Putting together a business plan isn't as hard as you might think. Start with the Internet by going to organizations such as the Small Business Administration and the Small Business Development Centers. Additionally, there are many software programs that can assist us with prompts when filling out our plan, such as Palo Alto Software's Business Plan Pro. You can find links to several of these governmental sites and software programs listed on our resource site. Another option is to hire an experienced freelancer to help you prepare your business plan. A business plan's details depend on the nature of the business we are starting. With a simple concept, we may be able to express it in very few words. The purpose of the plan also determines its length. If we plan to use our plan for internal purposes to manage an ongoing business, a much more abbreviated version is fine. Anybody beginning or extending a business that will consume significant resources of money, energy, or time, and that is expected to return a profit, should take the time to draft a more extensive plan. A business plan is a great way to quickly test a business concept or measure the interest of a potential partner or investor. It can also serve as a valuable prelude to a full-length plan later on. Doing your homework up front is like taking out an insurance policy. It increases the chances of succeeding by eliminating some of the unknowns, but in the end, there will always be variables. Writing a business plan is not intuitive. Sometimes it's hard to know where to begin. We will need to address how much revenue is expected, from where, the marketing plan that prompts the sales, the infrastructure needed to meet the needs of doing business, as well as other related actions and costs. The topic of creating and developing a business plan is too vast to completely cover in this lesson. We will give you some insight and practical advice on how to write a business plan in a simple business plan outline. These include an executive summary, a company description, product or service offered, market analysis, strategy and implementation, web plan summary, management team, and a financial analysis. Let's examine each of these a bit. Although the first section is the executive summary, this should be written last. By that time, we will have a better idea of what our business entails. It should include our objectives, mission statement, and keys to success. A mission statement is a definition of our business at the most basic level about our company's philosophy and ideals. It states what we stand for, what we do, and why we do it. Keep it short. The best mission statements tend to be 3 to 4 sentences long. Read other companies' mission statements for form and examples, but the statement needs to be about us and not some other company. Go to bplans.com for examples of some mission statements. Once again, a link to business plan software programs is located on our resource site. The company description section includes the legal status of our business, including the ownership. Other issues should include the company's history and any startup plans. The legal establishment of our business is vital to include in this plan. Should we incorporate or stay a sole proprietorship? We cover the options for the legal structure of our business in a separate section in this lesson, so we won't cover it here. The product and service section of the business plan is pretty straightforward. Describe what you're selling, including a list of the products or services available to our customers. Be sure to focus on customers' benefits. In the market analysis section, we need to describe and analyze our primary target, as well as any potential secondary markets. For example, if we were selling newborn baby clothes, our primary target would be expectant and new parents, and our secondary market would be grandparents. We need to know our market, customer needs, where they are, and how to reach them. We want to define what makes these groups buy certain products and why. The strategy and implementation section is our business concept and the concerted steps we plan to take to start it working. Be specific. It should include management responsibilities with dates and budgets and a method to track results. We would also use this section to discuss our specific industry, business structure, and how we plan to make our business a success. The web plan summary outlines the steps we plan to take or have already taken to set up our business website. We need to address web development costs, web operations, and sales strategies. We will cover web development throughout this lesson, so once again, we won't go into any details at this point. In the management team section, describe the organization and the key management team members, even if it is just you. Include plans for personnel expansion. The financial analysis should outline all the financial issues about our business, but at the very least, our projected profit and loss and cash flow tables. Finally, the financial section contains our income and cash flow statement, balance sheet, and other financial ratios such as break-even analysis. To help with planning your new business financials, bplan.com offers some free online, real-time business calculators for startup costs, cash flow, and investment offering, among others. Our startup costs will show how much money we need to put into our business to get it up and running. How are we going to finance the startup of our store? Credit cards, savings account, or loans? Develop a sales forecast for our business. It needs to be realistic, show the effects of season or calendar trends or other fluctuations. If the sales aren't covering our expenses, we need to know why and what we can do about it. Make an estimate of our monthly expenses. The expense estimate should include all those costs we will need to cover every month, whether we open our doors or not. And lastly, the cash flow. Managing your cash is crucially important. It shows what our balance is every month. We could be profitable and still be broke, especially if we're selling to other businesses and they are taking their time to pay out. Let's explore a tool to help with our financial planning. Navigate back to the bplans.com website. Under Resources, select Business Calculators. Select a cash flow calculator. On this page, we can read articles about cash flow, as well as use other calculators to help estimate your costs. Click to launch. At the top, be sure the Chart button is selected. In this window, we can add our starting cash, first month sales, initial inventory balance, starting receivables, and starting payables. There are also gauges we can set for costs, monthly sales growth, and profitability. Above is a gauge showing the results of our choices. Click the Cash Flow button. This chart shows how the figures we entered will calculate over the next year, along with an estimate of our cash balance, ending payables, ending receivables, and year-end inventory. Take some time to use these tools to chart what your business will need. This is a bare-bones business plan for a starting business. If you would like to see samples of business plans, go to bplans.com for some samples of business plans for various industries. It also includes a business plan template with fill-in-the-blank forms preferred by the SBA and banks. Any business plan should be carefully drafted, written, and rewritten to be ready for implementation. It represents all of the goals and objectives for your business. We should also remember that a web plan must be measured by the results, not the plan itself. The implementation of your plan is much more important than any brilliant ideas it may contain.